Now, I made a movie last year just talking about buying, selling, and loading hay. There are a lot of people who show up who do not know how to load hay. And if you are out buying a load of hay, this video is for you. Trucks come in all different sizes, all different lengths. If you've got a toolbox, it will affect how you load. If you have a short box, it affects how you load. If you have a step side box, it will affect how you're gonna load. And if you're afraid to stack more than one high on those little trucks, you're lucky to get 6 bales. If you show up to buy hay, show up with ratchet straps. Don't rely on little rubber or stretchy straps that you use to tie up cords or things like that. Use ratchet straps. You can get them for anywhere from $3 to $10 a set. We generally buy a 4-pack of ratchet straps from anywhere to maybe $14 to $20, depending on the weight load that they can hold. That being said, hay doesn't weigh a whole lot. If you show up with 2 or 4 straps, that's generally going to be enough. Take advantage of these. This is for putting a truck box on. They make a special plug with an eye-bolt anchor that goes right into there that will hold the end hook of your ratchet strap, and it's a lot easier to tighten that down on there than trying to find a spot on your truck. The other thing is, if you have a Tahoe cover, take it off. Don't show up for hay with a Tahoe cover, because most hay bales aren't going to fit under a Tahoe cover unless you put them flat end for end. Let me show you how I've started. I've done this truck. I take a load probably every 2 or 3 days out of this semi-trailer. I personally loaded this entire semi-trailer, and there's about 17 rows with 25 to 30 bales in every single row, and you can bet I stacked them as high as I could to fill as much into here as I could. Anything I didn't fill into here, I had to bring back on a hay trailer by hand and put it up in the loft of the barn. This is excess storage for after the barn was already full, so that wasn't an option. So I start with 4 in a base on their ends, and here's why. Then I take 2, put them against the window. Now keep in mind, you're not going to have your window, you need mirrors. And if your truck doesn't have truck mirrors, think about getting the extended mirrors that can go over that. Sometimes they're referred to as camper mirrors. Your standard on-the-road mirrors aren't real great for farming. You need to be able to see, beyond the size of your truck. The camper mirrors swing out. They allow you to be able to pull things behind you, such as a cattle trailer, such as a hay trailer, and it will really, really help a lot. I got a guy right now wanting to come to buy 2 loads of hay, 50 bales. He's got a full-size pickup truck and a 16-foot trailer. Now, I don't know why he thinks that he can't get 100 bales between those two. He is 45 minutes away, and that is a lot of dinking around and a lot of wasting my time to have to set up, take off of work of other jobs I have to do to meet somebody twice to sell the amount of hay I can do once. So right now today, I'm going to load 2 stacks on top of this trailer, and generally I get about 30 bales because I throw a couple loose ones on top. If I break strings, I throw them on top because I'm not going very far. So I'm going to set this camera down and you can see how I'm going to load it. you to see real good how I'm doing this. If you leave your tailgate open, that gives you the extra length to leave one there. And see how I'm using the side of the truck bed? That's allowing you the length of an extra half a bale off the side, and you're not going so far out that it's going to cause you problems. And if you're wanting to go 3 high, this is the point you start stacking 3 high. You can put 1 down the center, or you can put 2 down the center in the opposite direction, however you like. But if I go a 3rd level high, I don't put them on their end. I put them flat on their bottom so the strings are facing up instead of out. Just to make sure you see how I've done this. 13 on the bottom. I keep going across those on their ends. Makes 14 on the 2nd row. And I'm just throwing some top ones on there for my own insurance. This right here is 36 bales of hay. Again, row 13, row 14, and another row of 9. I think my math's right on that. Nice thing about doing it this way, I'm up high in the semi-trailer, see? This is all my hay stored right up in here. That's a lot of hay. We are not halfway through this, and this is probably, for us, about a week of feeding and a few sales. If I park up here next to the edge of this, I don't have to throw it on the ground and lift it up, and it makes it really easy to load that top third row. Now if I were to put these on their ends, I could get 4, and I like to put my last 2 of the second row flat with the strings facing up. Makes them less likely to want to roll. So you can see how that can go. If I do 3 up on their ends, and then I put the last 2 on their ends that way, strap it down, you could add another 4 more bales to this load if I were to do it that way. So this is my suggestions and recommendations for you. So as you can see, you don't need a brand new truck for feeding animals, for buying hay, or for selling hay. We're getting by with this old Dodge pickup still. It doesn't really leave the farm. It stays, you know, within the hay field, the back 40, and over to the woods. If you're buying hay, it gets awful expensive without the added expense of a new trailer or a new truck. We see a lot of that here, where people show up with a shiny new truck and they don't want that hay sitting on the truck bed. It's real nice to start out used so that you can have that as a dedicated hay truck. I wanted to make sure and note that, not to sound snobby about having new vehicles or new trailers, all that's great, but we are our own first generation farm here. We're starting off most likely how you are. We don't have a multi-million-dollar investment in all this. The equipment, the buildings, the farm, the house, just the land alone can break you. A lot of people are starting out with 5, 10, 40 acres. And I just want to give everybody tips for loading hay, tips for being frugal. It's nice to go get shiny new stuff, have the dealer do repairs. We don't have the time in the day for all the repairs we do. So if you're new to the channel, you'll see a lot of the videos are not so much of the operational steps of the farming. It's a lot of detail into fixing and repairing and just kind of what's going on the farm in a vlog style manner. Because with working off the farm, and for me having the farm as my full-time job, we still have plenty going on in life, and I don't want you to get into these ruts that some people have. I used to watch a couple of farmers. I'll tell you, one funny at all, he was just mowing grass, and everything was one type of grass. Well, we're in Michigan. We had a huge drought last year. This year we're having a huge wet season, and we can't just say we're going to grow one thing. So you have to think about that in buying hay, is what you're buying. What are you paying for? So our customers are paying for organic hay, they're paying for pesticide-free, they're paying for herbicide-free, they're paying for the health of their animal with the hay that we're offering. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Bye-bye.